Okay, well, I'm going to see if I can start doing some of this. First, bring up Ham Radio Deluxe. If you notice, I have it on 20 meters and 14.074. If I wanted to change the frequency, I can just highlight the digit that I want and adjust accordingly. One of the other things we want to do is, since we're trying to do some WSJT-X, we'll just bring it up. I have it JT Alert, which launches WSJT-X, and also JT Alert, which makes things a little easier when you're having a QSO or seeing who's on what channel and who's on what display. If you notice, it's taken a bit of a time to launch. I got several things running here. And of course, up it comes on another screen. Now, we don't really need HRD Deluxe open that we're looking at it, because as well as the main screen, it'll also launch my logbook. I have that set to launch the logbook at the same time so I don't forget, because we have WSJT-X set up so that in the settings files, I have Ham Radio Deluxe as the controller for the WSJT-X and JT Alert. The audio inputs, I'm using a signal link to control the audio in and out of the radio. That's pretty much so. And of course, pick your mode, picture poison, FT4, FT8, JT9, JT65, etc., etc. I currently have it set for JT8. Decode, I have it set on fast. Choose what you wish for the selection for decoding. And since FT8 is pretty quick, you can see how the signals are popping in and out, and I guess I should turn the antenna switch on so we can actually see some signals start to pop up here. That was just bleed through on the coax to whatever was antenna was set at the time the switch was shut off. If you notice, it's split into two windows, receive frequency and the band activity. You can single click the erase button, it'll clear the right side. Double click the erase button, it'll clear both. If you notice down at the bottom, that's the sequence of time that it takes to receive. And here's all the signals that just were populated on, that was received for that particular moment in time. Up in the top window of JT Alert, you can see all the stations already decoded. Here comes the next one already. If you notice, it's pretty fast. Okay, how do we do this? Since things are relatively automatic and you want to be quick, you want to pick a station, double click on it. I always make sure that my transmit and receive frequencies are set together. If you notice, 1546 and 1546. So we sent a little blurb out there, and the rig went out on pretty low power on 1 watt. I don't expect anything to happen, but I just turned the linear back on, and let's see what happens on the next cycle. You can also tell when you're transmitting. There's a bottom left hand corner, it'll show who you're calling with your call sign and your grid. If you weren't quick on the draw and somebody else responded to them, JT Alert WSJT-X will cut your transmit off so that you don't double. And here we see that he responded to me, and he's in Louisiana, and he gave me a pretty low signal report, -20, because I'm using a G5 RV that's pretty much pointed northeast southwest. So he's kind of off the end of one side. If you notice, he answered me, and WSJT-X and JT Alert answered him already. He came in with a +1 signal. I was down in the noise at -20. He'll come back with a RR73. Then I will in turn send a 73, and as soon as mine transmits for the confirmation of the QSO, it should bring up a little pop-up. Well, maybe you didn't hear me, because I was down in the noise. Let's see what happens on the next go around. It'll keep transmitting the report until he hears me and confirms that he's heard my signal. And you'll be able to tell because this will pop down to the bottom, and it doesn't look like he's hearing me. Pretty bummed on that one, but it happens. We'll give it one more cycle. If not, we'll just call it quits on him and then try and call somebody else. See if they can hear me. I'm not so down in the noise with him. Not happening. So I can just cancel this by hitting halt transmit. But we'll give it one more. Always an optimist. My glass is 3/4 full. And looks like he's trying to respond. He might be calling me, or he might be calling CQ again. And it doesn't look like it, so I'm just going to kill the transmit. And on the next cycle, let's pick somebody else. Let's clear the clutter. And maybe I should have had my camera, and there he goes. He finally responded. And now you can see that WSJT-X brings up a confirmation for that. And over here we will see that JT Alert has now logged that into my logbook. Let's check the logbook, and there he is, KE5TA. Sent and received signal report, what band it actually recorded the frequency to exact. And that's it on that one.